The way I first found out about Good Start Semaphore Park was, I guess, doing a bit of a deep dive into childcare centres in the area. I was really confused about where to start. So I actually used the national quality standards that you can search online. So it gives that the list of the centres, and you can narrow them down by the ones that are working towards meeting the standards, or exceeding those standards. So that really helped me. Good Start Semaphore Park was meeting and exceeding in some areas the standards, so that made it a very easy choice. I narrowed it down to a couple in the area, and then when I came and had the tour, it really sort of cemented it for me that this was the centre for us. I think dropping your child off to childcare for the very first day is really difficult, but everybody here made me feel really comfortable. They didn't make me feel rushed on the day. I could sort of stay for as long as I wanted, and they really talked me through a lot of the processes and things like that to really sort of, I guess, ease a bit of that anxiety. I definitely remember crying on my way to work on that very first drop-off day, but I phoned pretty early into that work day and got a bit of an update, and they were really happy to talk to me over the phone and give me an update. And they were also, have been very consistent the whole time with updating Story Park. So I was able to jump on and see the photos of him, and it really, sort of eased a lot of that anxiety in the beginning. Harvey was 5 months old when he started here at Good Start Semaphore Park. He couldn't sit up by himself yet. He wasn't even really crawling, I don't think, yet. So he was very small. I guess this centre, and the staff here have, watched him grow in front of their eyes as much as I've watched him grow in front of mine. When he was little, he had some issues with feeding, so he had to be on some thickened fluids and stuff, which the centre was brilliant about. And being a first-time mum and also a solo mum, I've really relied on the staff here sometimes for some help and advice. So if something was going on that I wasn't really sure about, or if I was I'm not really sure what to do, obviously, Google is a lovely thing, but I would also talk to Trudy or Fung or Rania or Tong about, what do you think, what's something that I could try? So I've really appreciated that support, I guess in my parenting journey as well. But I think, a lot of, Harvey's development and a lot of his, gorgeous sort of quirky little personality has a lot to do with him coming to this centre and having the connections that he does here as well. He's just, doing really well with all of his development stuff. So I think that's got a lot to do with him being here, not just me, because this centre is a massive, massive part of my village. And I think the big part of it is that the staff have been so consistent. So the people that were here when Harvey started, when he was 5 months old, are still here. And I think that's been the most important part, that he's been able to build these really deep connections with his educators, and so have I, and that I feel that they genuinely care for him and delight in him and show, I'm going to get emotional. And they, genuinely care for him, almost as much as what I do. So I think that's been, if I could take away anything, it would be that aspect that makes Good Start Semaphore Park just special in my eyes, really, really special. If someone asked me for a recommendation on a good childcare centre, I would 100% recommend Good Start Semaphore Park. I would say that if you want to go to a centre where you know that the staff that you meet on your first day are still going to be there on your child's last day at the end of kindy, then I would pick Good Start Semaphore Park. So they will become really an extension of your family unit. You know, they'll get to know you, you'll get to know them, and you won't be disappointed. You'll absolutely love it here.